students. So today I am again here with you with a new topic, that is mean and median. A very easy topic, and mostly for those students who find maths little difficult. A very easy one. You have done this mean before also. Almost in every video I'm saying this line that you have done before, but you have done before, children. That is why I speak all these lines. So coming to mean, the mean of untabulated data means so many quantities are being given to you and you have to find the mean. So it is very simple. Mean will be equal to sum of the quantities divided by the number of the quantities, and this is what we are going to do in this exercise. So come to exercise mean and median, chapter number 19. We'll directly go for the sums, as the sums are very easy. So I'll explain hurriedly. Question exercise 19a, page 238. You see the sums 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all are same, so I'll do one of them just to make you clear. Exercise 19a, question number 3. It is given that find the mean of first 10 odd natural numbers. First 10 odd natural numbers. So as the condition is, but before that, in this chapter I would tell you how to write mean. See, mean, M-E-N, is always denoted by a letter X and bar. This is said to be X bar. And it is summation of X, means summation of terms divided by number of terms. You can write X here, number of terms, number of terms. All the question, this is the formula. So he has asked me to find the mean of first 10 odd natural numbers. So odd natural numbers, you know, will start with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 and 19. So these are first 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Add it, divide by 10. This is your answer. So when you add it, this you get 100 upon 10. Similarly, the question number 4 is that find the mean of all factors of 10. All factors of 10 will start from 1. You will write here all factors. These lines I am writing with red pen so that you don't forget to write it. 1, 2, 5 and 10. These are all factors of 10. So when you add it and divide, because there are 4 numbers, so divide by 4. 18 upon 4, 10, 5, 12, 13, 14, 10, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18 upon 4, and this is your answer. You just don't forget to write here X bar. And of course the formula also, summation of X over X. Then X means number of quantities. Then again the mean of question number, let it be question number 6. Again the mean of so many quantities in decimals they have given. So I have added all the quantities, and since there were 10 quantities, so when I add I got 58 upon 10, and so 5.8 is my mean. Now in this question they have asked you the mean X bar, then the value of, he has asked you the value of X bar, X minus X bar. So remember children, this is said to be deviation where I is equal to 1 to 10, and this value is always equal to 0. So second answer will be X minus X bar. You keep on putting the values till 10 and ultimately you will get the answer equal to 0. So second part I am giving you that it is summation of X minus X bar is equal to 0, where I ranges from 1 to 10. Since there are 10 quantities, so 1 to 10. I is number of quantities, number of terms 1 to 10. So in all the questions the answer is 0. I am doing it with the red pen, so because these things you will find difficult, otherwise everything is very easy, and the things which I am doing with red pen, you know, you have to highlight in the questions. I know you must be understanding the language which I speak in video, because these things I would have told you in the class again and again. But since I am not able to meet you, so understand the things which I am speaking again and again, children. Be very careful about it. Then coming to question number, that is question number 7. They says the mean of 15 observation is 32. So I have written mean of 15 observation is 32. 32 is the mean. He says what happens if the each observation is increased by 3, means each observation is increased by 3. It is understood, children, if each observation is increased by 3, the mean will also be increased by 3. So 32 is the mean. When each observation is increased by 3, mean will be increased by 3. So 32 plus 3 will be 5, will plus it. If it is second is decreased, will minus it. So 32 minus 7 is equal to 25. The question means if each observation is decreased by 7, then from the mean you have to decrease 7. Decrease means minus 7. Similarly, if multiplied by 2, so 32 into 2, mean to be multiplied by 2, divided by 2 means mean to be divided by 2. So, if each observation is divided by, multiplied by plus or minus, similarly it happens with the mean also. If it is increased by 60%, then 32 plus 60% of 32, answer. Decreased by 20%, decrease means minus 32 minus 20% of 32, and that is the answer. So it is very simple. As the observation increase, decrease, divide, multiply, so the mean. So the mean. Now put that concept in your mind. Means actually depends on the observations. Observation means entries. Entries means elements or the number. This type of numbers. They are said to be observations or entries or elements. Then coming to question number 8. Again he says mean of 5 numbers is 18. So mean of, I have written the formula. Mean is equal to total over quantity. This carry marks. So you have to write the formula, and this I am speaking since first video, formula to be written. Mean is 18, total I don't know, but number of quantity is 5. So total will be 90. He says one number is excluded. That means 5 minus 1. Number is 5, 1 is excluded, matlab minus. So, and then new mean is 16. Again the formula mean is total over number of quantity. Now mean is 16, but number of quantity is 4. So total is 64. First total is 90. He says which number is excluded. So it's very simple, children. Even a second or third standard child can do it. That if I'll subtract 64 from 19, I'll get the excluded number. If I subtract 64 from 90, I get the excluded number. And this is what I had to find out, the excluded number. Important sum for compulsory section. Similarly, moving on to the same lines, 9 sum, this came in the exam last year also, and I think you got in the unit test also, if I am not wrong. So question is very easy again. If the mean of observation is x, x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6 and x plus 8. So I have added all of them. There were 5 numbers. Added, I got the answer. 5x is equal to 35 because mean was given to me equal to 55. Mean was given to me equal to 7. Equal to 7 or it equal to 11, sorry. The mean was given me equal to 11. So children, very simple. X plus x plus x plus x plus 5x, 4 to 6, 6 12, 8 20 and 5 11s are 55. Take 20 to the other side and 5x is equal to 35. So x is equal to 7. He asked for the first 3 numbers. My first 3 numbers were x, x plus 2, x plus 4. So this is, numbers will be 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 7 plus 4, 11. So 7, 9, 11. And they asked me to find the mean of the first 3 numbers. So I'll add it, 9 plus 7, 16 plus 11, whatever, divided by 3. Because only 3 numbers mean has been asked. So don't take 5, you will take 3 this time. They have asked you the mean of 3 numbers. So it depends on the number they have asked. If they ask the number 7, then you have to take 7 numbers. And the mean formula depends upon the total of the quantities over number of the quantities. Over number of the quantities. Please remember that. Then coming to very, very important sum of the chapter, that is question number 11. And this question comes in paper also. If you want to check, you can verify with the papers which you were held in last 4, 5, 6 years. This question is continuously coming. Only the change of value is there, but the question is coming again and again. So be careful about this, children. So doing the sums again, very simple one. Just listen to me carefully now. He says that the mean of 10th and 11th are same. Exactly same. Both are important for paper. There's one example also of this type in this lesson, and you will not leave that also. Out of 3, 1 will come. It comes every year. So the question is, the mean of 200 items was 50. So I wrote mean is equal to total over number of the items. Whatever number of items if you want to write, you can write full also. So mean was 50, total upon 200. So my mean was total 20 into 50, total was 200, cross multiply into 50, and that is 10,000. But read the question. He says that later it was discovered that two items were misread as 92 and 8 instead of 192 and 88. So what they did, some of them who was reading, he misread the numbers as 92 and 8 is misread as 192 and 88. So what is the formula of finding the correct value? He asks you to find the correct mean. See, correct total will be equal to incorrect total minus correct value plus incorrect value. Please note down, correct total will be equal to, please note down, I have not written on the board, write down, correct value will be incorrect total will be equal to incorrect total minus incorrect observations plus correct over. If you want to, I am writing here, correct total is equal to incorrect total minus incorrect observations plus correct observation. This formula you have to write. That is why I have marked with red pen. Then you just put the formula. Incorrect total was 10,000, which I found on the number 1 with numbers 192 and 88. Then my misread numbers were 192 plus 88, incorrect observations, and correct observations were 92 plus 8. You calculate it, you will get the answer. Then you have to find the correct mean. So correct mean will be equal to whatever you get after minus divided by 200. 200 items were there. So this will be 9820 divided by, and whatever you get, it will be around 50.9. You calculate it and get it, and check the calculation two or three times. See what I have done. Correct total will be equal to incorrect total minus incorrect observation plus correct observation. Incorrect observation was 192 plus 88, correct was 92 plus 8. So I added it, I subtracted the incorrect, added the correct one, and whatever the answer I got, that is my correct value. And correct value to be divided by total number of items. Total number of items given to me was 200, and so I got the correct mean. So children, please be careful about this question. This is important. This can come in the paper. This will come in the paper because this is coming since last 3-4 years. The question has been repeated. So please be careful about it. Write it nicely. Just remember the formula that incorrect total will be equal to correct total minus incorrect observations plus correct observations. If you remember this formula, nothing will be difficult for you. Then coming to question number 12th. Again, I'll give you a little hint. Find the mean of 75 numbers. He says find the mean of 75 numbers such that his mean of 45 of them is 18. Mean of 45 of them is 18. Question number 12, you see. And remaining is 13. So very easy sum. Question number 12. Question number 12. "75 numbers, mean of," he says, mean of 45 numbers is 18. So remaining numbers will be 75 minus 45, that is equal to 30. And remaining number, the mean is 13. So question is very simple. Remaining number, the mean is 13. You have to find the mean of remaining 13 ones. So it's very simple. I have to find the mean of remaining 13 ones. So first I will take the first one. Total of 45 numbers will be 45 into 18, and total of remaining 30 numbers will be equal to, I had to find the total mean of the remaining 31. So from there I'll find the total of the 30. See, very simple. 45 into 18, multiply it. 18 5s are 90, 18 4s are 72, and 72 plus 9 you will get 810. And total of 30 numbers, the mean was 13, so 30 into 13, 390. So total is 810 plus 390, that is 0, 9, 1, 10, 8, 3, 11 plus 12. So mean of total, he asked me mean of total. Mean of total will be 1200, total numbers were 75, and that is your required answer. So first I found the total of 45 numbers, then I found the total of 13 the remaining numbers, and then I found the total of 75 numbers, because the question was to find the mean of 75 numbers. Out of 75, 45 the mean was 18, remaining mean 75 minus 20, 30, the mean is 13. I got the total of both, 45 also and 30 also, then I added them. This was my total. Mean of total will be total upon number. So this is your answer. I could just the language, children. If you understand the language, nothing is difficult. Then again, question number 13 is also important. Total students are given to be 120, and he says that mean weight is of those total students is 52.75 kg. Mean weight of 50 of them is 51 kg. Find the mean weight of the remaining students. You can do it now. You find the remaining weight, you find the total weight, you find the weight of 50, you subtract 120 from 50, there are 70 students, and 70 students mean you can easily find out by subtracting the weight of 50 from weight of total, and after then dividing by 70. This will give you the total answer, a very easy sum, don't worry about it. Then question number 14, an important sum had come in the paper also last year. Question number 14, 13 sum is exactly same as 12th sum. The 14th I will do. Total students are 100. Question number 14. Total students are 100. He very well says that 100 out of 100 of boys and girls, the mean marks is given about the boys and girls. The mean marks of boys is 70 and that of the girls is 73. So I don't know how many are boys out of this. So let boys be X. Now here your question finishes, because this is only you have to store. The girls will be obviously 100 minus X. Now he says that mean of boys is 70. So total, or you can write mean of boys is equal to total over number of boys. That means mean of boys is given to you in the question, that is 70 total boys over X. So this is total boys 70X. Similarly, mean of girls is equal to total over number of girls. The mean of girls is given to be 73. So 73 is equal to total girls over 100 minus X. Because if boys were X, girls were 100 minus X. Again you got the total girls to be 73 into bracket 100 minus X. Then he also says that the total of the boys, the total mean of boys is total mean of all the students. Will underline it. If the mean marks of all the students in the examination is 71. So total mean of all the students, of all means all 100 students, will be equal to 71 into 100. Because he says total mean of all the 100 students is 71. So total mean, total value you will write here. Total value of all students will be 71 into 100, 1700. Now this is also total value of all students. And if I add total boys plus total girls, that will be equal to total students. That is 70X plus 73 into 100 minus X is equal to 7100. And children, this will give you the value of x. Very simple. Boys x, girls 100 minus x, mean of boys 70. You can find total boys because mean is equal to total boys over number of the boys. Similarly girls, but when you total them, you will get 70x plus 73 into 100 minus x, and this will be equal to the total of the students. And again the total of the students, the mean is also, mean of total of students is given 71. Total students, I am talking total students, and total students are 100. So total students will, total of students will be 7100. Since I am talking about total students, this is also total students. Equate them, and that will give you the value of x. Find the ratio of number of the boys to girls. For example, over here I get, after solving what I get around, I'm doing it in the top. So just listen to me. 70x plus 7300x. I'm doing this because don't get confused. 7300x minus 73x is equal to 7100. So very simple, children. 7300x minus 3x is equal to 7300 in 7300x minus 3 is to 7100, or you will get minus 3x is equal to 7100 minus 7300, or you will get 200 minus 3x, or x is equal to 200 upon 3. This is x, but x cannot be in fraction. So what question they have asked? Be careful about that. They have asked you the ratio of the boys to girls. So children, don't be confused. Now you have to find the ratio. Ratio of boys to girls will be boys x and girls are 100 minus x. So x I got 200 upon 3, and of course 100 minus 200 upon 3. See children, very simple. 200 upon 3 over 300 minus 200 upon 3. 3 cancels. 200 upon 100, or your ratio will be very, very clear, 2:1. Just remember one thing more, that you have got x in the fraction, and x you have supposed to be boys, and boys cannot be in fraction. So read the question what they have asked. They have asked you the ratio of boys and girls, and not the total of boys and girls. So be careful about it. Okay. Then coming to the question number 15. This is very, very easy. Same. Don't just read the question. Find x. If n 9x 14, 18x, x 8, 10 are the mean 11. So you add them all, divide by number of the quantities, and put it equal to 11. You will get the value of x. Then coming to the last question, I'll make you understand, though no, the question is not very, very important, but then also he says in a series of tests A appeared for 8 tests. So total number of tests A is 8, and each test was marked off 30, and average is 25. So very simple, children. Total number of test A, total number of the test for A is 8. So you can find total number of tests for A. Last question. Total number of tests for A is equal to 8, and he says that mean is total over 8, but mean is given to be 25, or average they have used the word. So total upon 8, or total is equal to 25 into 8. 8 5 is 44, 8 2 is 16 or 4, 200. Then he says one test is missing. He says, however, while checking in files, A could not find 7 of the 8 tests. For these he scored out of 8 tests, 1 test is missing. So you can write, since 1 test is missing, so now number of tests are 7. 8 minus 1, 7. and those 7 are 29 plus 26 plus 18 plus 20 plus 27, 18 plus 20 plus 27 plus 24 plus 29. 24 plus 29. Children, you add it and divide by 7. So after dividing by 7, he says, determine how many marks he scored for the 8 test. Whatever you get here. Mean, he says, for this he scored 29, 18, 20, 20. Do the total of these. And this total, you don't have to find the mean, you just have to find the total. So total will be equal to around 173, and before it was 200. So 8th test which was missing will be 200 minus 173, and that is equal to thus 27. Again understand, total number of tests was A was 8, mean was 25, so I got the total of 8 tests 200. But when he started counting, one of the tests was missing. So now the total and the total number of tests he is having, or the number of tests are 7, and whose numbers are 29, 26, 18, 20, 27, 24, 29. I added all the numbers, I got the total of 7 tests. 7 tests, 173. 8 test was 200, 7 test was 173. He wanted me to find the 8 test was 200 minus 173. See children, all the questions are so important and very, very easy also. Nothing to be worried about, because from the first sum itself, I gave you the concept that mean of untabulated data is equal to total over number of quantities. Then moving to exercise 19b, this is also very, very easy. So along with this, I will make you understand this also. Now we'll talk about median. What is median? Median means the middle value of the untabulated data. For example, suppose come to exercise 19b, question number 1, I'll do the 4th part. I have been given a series like 233, 173, 189, 233, 173, 189, 208, then of course 194, and of course 185, 200 and 220. So to find median, first step is write in ascending order. So now I am going to write in ascending order. Ascending means from small to big. So see, 173, then 185, then of course next number was 189, then of course 194, then next number was 194 is I think 194, then of course 194 is given twice. Over here also it is 194, so 194 again. If they are given twice, you have to mention twice. That is what understood. Then it is 200, 208, then of course last is 220 and 233. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I have 9 numbers. So see how median works. Median is actually different from mean. In median, you will count the numbers. So n is equal to 9. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. First, I wrote the given data in ascending order. Then I counted the numbers. N is equal to 9. So what will be the median? Because 9 is odd number. So formula will be very, very simple. The formula will be 9 n plus 1 upon 2 th term. Please mention the formula. This will be 9 plus 1 upon 2 th term. You just don't think ma'am is writing th term and we will not write it. If you will not write it, this matters. I am marking it with red pen. This matters, children. You can't leave this because you are talking about the term. then it will be 10th upon 2 term or 5th term. You start counting the 5th term from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my 5th term is 194. So what is my answer? Answer is 194 is the median of the given data. When my n was 9, it was odd, so my formula was this, n plus 1 upon 2th term. It matters, you have to write the formula. See how simple it is. Just once, only once. This chapter to be done once, but with full concentration. Once you will do, and chapter is in your hands, trust me children. Then coming to the same questions, like question number 2. The following data has been arranged in ascending order. Already arranged. The data is 34. So already arranged. Given data, you can write given data. Question number 2, exercise 19b, page number 241. So given data is in ascending order. Already ascending order. 34, 37, 53. 37, 53, 55, then of course x and x plus 2. X and x plus 2, then of course 77, 83, 89, 77, 83, 89, and then moving on to last number 900. Now in median, first thing is you have to write in ascending order. But since the ascending order is already given in the question, you move to the second step of the question. Now you have to count the number of entries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now n is equal to 10, which is even. So formula for the median will be equal to, remember, n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term, th term, divided by 2. And children, I am marking this with red pen. If you will not mention the formula, your marks will be cut. Compulsory, this is compulsory to mention. So, you know what the answer n by 2th term means. 10 upon 2th term plus 10 upon 2 plus 1th term divided by 2, or this is 5th term plus 6th term divided by 2. Don't forget to divide by 2. 5th term, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 5th term, this is 6th term. So, it is equal to x plus 2 upon 2. Since I have to find the value of x, see, in the question it has been given that the median is 63. Please read the question number 2, second line. If their median is 63, so median is already given to you, that is equal to 63. You have to calculate the value of x. So 2x plus 2 is equal to 63 into 2 and find the value of x. So when even is given, the formula is this one, and when the odd is given, I have already explained the formula in the last sum. This is all in this exercise, nothing else. Even and odd you have to find, and above all, the very, very compulsory that it has to be written in ascending order. The data, tabulated, untabulated data has to be written in the ascending order. Then other questions are same, nothing very important also, third and fourth. Fifth is exactly same as second. Third, fourth, I will just make you understand. If 10 numbers arranged in increasing order, see, he says if 10 numbers arranged in increasing order, the 7th number is increased by 8. How much will median change? You see, if 10 numbers, for example, I take this only, these are the 10 numbers arranged in increasing order. If I change the 7th number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th number, if I change, does it make any difference? No, because my median depends only on 5th and 6th number. And you know that because n is equal to 10, and after putting the formula, I got 5th and 6th term. So if I change 7th term, 8th term, 9th term, 10th term, or 1st term, 2nd term, 3rd term, 4th term, nothing difference is made. Only 5th and 6th term matters to me because n is equal to 10, and according to formula, I got 5th term plus 6th term divided by 2. Similarly, question number 5th, I said it is already same as question number 2. And question number 4 also I'll make you little understand so that you don't get confused. He says out of 10 students who appeared in a test, 3 scored less than 30 marks and 3 secured more than 75 marks. So I'll just make you understand. The question is very easy, and this type of question comes in IQ, brain IQ they ask, because you must understand the concept. These are concept based questions. 3, 1, 2, 3 get them less than 30, and of course he says 8, 9, 10 gets more than 70. So in between is 4, 5, 6 and 7. 4, 5, 6 and 7 are the numbers which are in between 30 and 75 marks. The question is the marks that were winning were 35, 48, 46, 66 and 40. So last beat, the middle one gets 35, 40. I'm writing in the ascending order: 35, 40, 48 and 66. 48 and 66. So these are the numbers of the middle numbers. First 3 are less than 30, last 3 are more than 75. What I have to find is median score of the whole group. So see children, n is equal to 10. So median is equal to 5th term. Put the formula. I am writing here. Put the formula. Formula is n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term divided by 2. So 5th term plus 6th term divided by 2. 5th term was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5th term, 6. So 40 plus 48 upon 2, 8, 88 upon 2. So my answer is 44. So 5th and 6th term I needed, because if n is equal to 10 according to formula, my 5th and 6th term together will give me the median. So see children, mean and median, it is so simple. Very easy sums. Very, very easy sums. Now, I have given you the video on this mean and median because some of you were confused. This is how you are going to write it. This is how you are going to present it. Then exercise 19C. Now, exercise 19C, you will do it yourself. In fact, you prepare exercise 19C nicely for the paper, because that is the mixture of 19A and 19B. And children, if you have doubts, then you are going to ask in doubt clearing session or WhatsApp. I'll solve the sums and send it back to you. Thank you so much children. Watch the video again and again. Try your best, and just remember your teacher is always with you. So all the best. Have a good day. Thank you.